Alright, here we go. Okay, so this is the X page, and this had all of those Dylusion stamped hexagons on it that I did in the S page. And for this I wanted to do a wash of pink. This is a different pink. It's a UV pink. It's from Blick, and it's actually UV light reactive fluorescent pink. I bought it because I like the color, not because I cared about it being fluorescent, as far as actually being UV reactive, sorry. So I watered it down, and it was too watered down. I know I have a lot of hot pink paint, but I wanted to see how this one reacted and what it did with water, and when it thinned down so thin you could barely see it, so it really doesn't end up doing much. So as you can see, it's turning purple, and the reason for that is because that Dylusions, the blue, is reactivating because it was not sealed. So the blue and the pink are merging together to make purple. A little bit of art lesson there for ya. Do you like that for ya? So now I am taking a Heidi Swap stencil, and this is just a paper towel, ripping it down the center, and I've seen this before done by France Papillon in one of her videos. I really love watching her work. She's very soothing. So I'm just spraying some Dylusions through it, and then as you can see, the paper towel left a deckled or natural raw edge. So I really kind of like that. And this video, or this page in particular, which had that one half or that 1/3 side done, this is a Crafter's Workshop stencil with a white acrylic spray, homemade acrylic spray. The whole kind of idea behind this was I was going to do a gradient. Christy Sobolewski, I hope I said that right. She did an art journal page for Stencil Girl stencils, and it was pink and black, and it knocked my socks off. It was really just fantastic. So that kind of inspired me to do this. So I am using a sword brush. It's a Simply Simmons brush, and it's cut at about a 45-degree angle. It's really nice for doing lines like this. So it was new at this point in time. So yeah, I'm just going down that edge, just defining that edge a little bit more. And for all of you who care, I am doing very well in school. I think I'm getting B's, but considering the workload I have 12 upper division credits, working full-time with a kid and a wife, I will take a B in my classes gladly. I got 2 A's and a B last semester, and it looks like this semester is shaping up to be 4 B's, but you know what? B is above average, right? So yeah, it's just a tremendous amount of work. So I'm getting there. I'm doing it slowly but surely, and I'm still finding some time to get some art done. I got a canvas done. If you haven't seen it, check out my blog. I'm really proud of that canvas, how it came out. So right now I am just using a very small brush and some black acrylic paint. It's probably black gesso. I use a lot of black gesso instead of black acrylic because it's more opaque, and it is more self-leveling, and it is matte when it's dry. So I tend to use black gesso a lot more than I do black acrylic. And just going back and touching stuff up. And then I just went back and started adding some dots and some lines that ran parallel? Yeah, parallel with some of the other lines, even though they were curved. You'll see what I mean in a second. I could have sped this up for you. You know, I sit here and I think I could, and I don't. That's okay. I usually get a couple videos done all at once. So 2 more months, guys. 2 more months, and the new album from Gaga is out, and I am so excited. I don't think it's going to be a very commercial success, but I think I'll still like it. See, there's the kind of parallel lines. I just ran another line on the outside. Just trying to fancy up my little handwriting. It always just floors me whenever someone says, "I love your handwriting." It's like, what? My handwriting? Are you serious? But yeah, my handwriting's actually getting better, so I think it also helps that I'm trying to accept it more, so. That got quiet. Okay, so this page is all about there being no rules. So I decided to circle it through, and then I wanted to add some more detail before I X'd it out. And I went through and tried to write like it was behind the rules in the circle. I wrote a list of numbers straight down the center and put do, don't, do, don't. So number 1 is do, number 2 is don't, number 3 is do, number 4 is don't. So that's kind of all the rules that we're ignoring. So I went back through and reinforced that circle. Time to exit out. I had a really hard time thinking of what to do for the X page, and I'm like, oh yeah, X means no, and we don't need no stinking rules. So I am using, what pen is this here? What is this here pen? I think this is my Montana white acrylic paint pen. I think. Yes it is. I can't tell with the way that I grip it, like if it's about to escape from me. I am just outlining these hexagons, and as you can tell, it's reactivating the black dilutions and fading out the white. So I sprayed it and sealed it like I showed you in my how to use wet media over dilutions. See, more spraying indoors. I'm bad at it. I don't know. I'm terrible. I don't do it when my kid's home though, so there's that at least. And you can use a heat gun with that stuff as long as you don't let it sit too long and let it bubble. Don't cook it. So now, as you can tell, when I went back over it after I had sealed the dilutions, that white is really popping now. So I went very scribbly with this. I kind of like that scribbly look, especially with the rules having been crossed out, and I took my time writing rules and added all the different elements to it. So I like this scribbly, kind of messy look for this. I really recommend that Montana white paint pen. It's very pricey, but it is the best white paint pen I've ever used. I store it horizontally just in case anyone cares. I really like it though. Scribble, 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 scribble. A little bit of archival ink around the edges. I keep a foam thing on the bottom with a piece of Velcro, so that way I can store a foam applicator, so if I ever need to use my archival ink with a foamy thing, I can. And that pretty much does it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the page, and I'll talk to y'all soon.